Hi there, it's Asia. In this video, I'd like to share with you some of the most important tips on how to improve your IELTS writing task to score quickly and avoid costly mistakes. We'll discuss some tasks, have a look at some samples of IELTS writing. Let's get started. The first tip is carefully analyze the question before writing your answer. At the end of the day, there is nothing worse than giving a brilliant answer to the wrong question. The last time I took a computer-based IELTS, I was really surprised when a girl sitting next to me started typing her answer before I finished reading my task. 20 seconds into the exam. I'm a firm believer in spending several minutes to carefully read the task, decide what you need to do, plan your essay, and then write. Let me show you how you should analyze your task. Here is a sample question. In the future, more people will choose to go on holiday in their own country and not travel abroad. Do you agree or disagree? Let's analyze the question. Let's read it again. In the future, more people will choose to go on holiday in their own country and not travel abroad on holiday. This means that today some people go on holiday in their own country and some go abroad. And the statement is that more people will travel in their country and fewer people will go to other countries than today. So please also note that the question is about people traveling on holiday for pleasure. It's not about business travelers. And if you mention business travelers, this information would be irrelevant and you lose points for going off topic. Do you agree or disagree? This task is not about what other people think. It's only about what you think. So think what position you choose for the essay, what ideas you include, and then start writing. And try to ignore people who start writing very quickly. If you start writing earlier, it doesn't mean you finish earlier, and it definitely doesn't mean that you'll get a higher score. Tip number 2. Don't contradict yourself. There is a Band 7 requirement that says that you must present a clear position throughout your response. Let's have a look at our essay topic again. You need to say if you agree or disagree. Basically, the whole essay is about your opinion. And you can say that you agree or that you disagree, or you can have a balanced opinion. That means that you agree with something and disagree with something else. In our case, a possible balanced opinion would be I agree that in the future, older people will spend their holiday in their own country more frequently, but younger people will continue to travel abroad as often as possible. In this opinion, I've split people into 2 groups, older and younger, and I agree with this statement as far as it concerns older people. And I disagree when it concerns younger people. I don't contradict myself. I don't agree and disagree with the same thing. A big mistake would be to write about reasons why you agree and reasons why you disagree. It would be something like, I agree that in the future people would travel abroad less for this and that reason, and then I disagree that they will travel abroad less for some other reasons. Then I directly contradict myself. In my online courses, I show how to write an essay if you agree and if you disagree and if you have a balanced opinion. There are slight but important differences. And I'll link the courses in the description box below, but right now, the main thing for you to remember is this. In an agree-disagree essay, you only talk about your own opinion and not about other people and what they think. An essay where you discuss two opposing points of views is called Two Views and Your Opinion. Here is an example. Some people say that everyone should go on holiday abroad to discover the culture and traditions in other countries. Others think that it's better to travel locally and learn more about your own country first. Discuss both these views and give your opinion. So in your answer to this question, you do need to discuss opinions of other people. Give arguments in support of both views, and then say which view you agree with. The next tip is to develop your ideas. Indeed, developing your ideas is one of the key requirements in Task 2. Basically, you should explain your ideas to the reader, provide examples and supporting points to make these ideas very clear. Listen to this paragraph and think if the ideas here are developed or not. Firstly, traveling abroad is a valuable experience for individuals because people who discover different cultures and ways of life develop a better understanding of the world and generally become more open-minded and tolerant to others. Secondly, the new experiences that people have on their trips can inspire them to improve their communities by using ideas from other countries. Finally, people feel more relaxed and rested when they completely change their environment, which is harder to achieve without crossing the borders of one's own land. So what do you think? Are ideas developed? I would say no. Let's have a look at the structure. We have the first idea in the first sentence, the second idea in the second sentence, and the third idea in the third. These ideas are not explained. There are no examples. What's more, I would say the third idea is actually not relevant. Our topic is about traveling abroad to discover other cultures and traditions. It doesn't matter what's the best way to relax. And there is one more problem. There is no topic sentence at the beginning of the paragraph to tell us what's it all about. This is not a very good example. Even though vocabulary and grammar are complex and accurate, compare it to the second version I've written. Ideas are the same. I've only changed the way they are presented. First of all, I've added a topic sentence. Traveling is a valuable experience that opens people's minds and hearts. This sentence shows that we are going to learn how traveling opens minds and hearts. Here is the first idea from the previous paragraph. People who discover different cultures and ways of life in other countries develop a better understanding of the world and generally become more open-minded and tolerant of others. Now the second idea. I've replaced firstly and secondly by moreover, which shows that we're not just naming ideas 1, 2, 3, but we're adding to the previous idea, we're developing it. Moreover, the new experiences that people have on their trips can inspire them to improve their communities by using ideas from other countries. For example, this can be done by opening a new business. Again, the second idea is the same as in the previous version of this paragraph, but I've added an example, and now I'm going to explain this example. Indeed, entrepreneurs may get new ideas when they become acquainted with well-known or traditional ideas or techniques in other corners of the world. And finally, A sentence that sums up all the ideas and helps us to smoothly transition to the next paragraph. Without a doubt, traveling abroad is an enriching experience for every individual. Okay, the paragraph is ready. The next point is really important. Write a clear conclusion. The conclusion itself is important because if your essay doesn't have one, you'll be penalized. Your task response score will go down. And in case you're running out of time, shorten your body paragraph but write at least a one-line conclusion. Ideally, a conclusion is where you summarize your main points, express your opinion if the topic asks you for your opinion, and optionally give a recommendation or a forecast. To improve further, try to write a clear conclusion. By the time we're finishing the essay, we've half forgotten what the question was. And if you write a conclusion without rereading the task, it may not answer the question that you were asked. And again, you will lose points. You should directly answer the topic question. In our example, the conclusion could be, although traveling around one's home country can help people better understand some aspects of their culture and history, many of the experiences they encounter on such a journey will be familiar to them. I view world travel as a more enriching and diverse experience that cannot be achieved as effectively without crossing the borders of one's own land. In this conclusion, I've summarized the arguments for both views and gave my opinion. It's not too long. It doesn't include any unnecessary details or new ideas. To learn more about this type of task, check out my courses and download the IELTS Writing Task 2 workbook. It's a free PDF guide where you can find recent Task 2 topics, information on different types of tasks, requirements, and the answer sheet to practice. Thank you for watching me today. Good luck with your preparation and your exam.